I'm Shenae.
And I'm Nita.
And today we're talking about a few fantastic tools for your bonsai.
See that? Hi and welcome back. Today we are talking all things bonsai, well all things that we have in our showroom for bonsai anyway.
Yes.
We have quite a few customers that enjoy the art of bonsai. They grow these beautiful little trees that are just quite spectacular. They are like ornaments and live pets really. This one is about the best bonsai that I have ever grown because it is not alive and remains looking like this, even though it does lose the odd little bit from time to time. I have been through my fair share of bonsai and I do tend to kill them, which is tragedy I have to say. However, if you are far more inclined to the green finger than I am, then bonsai is a beautiful thing to get into, but you need the right tools to do it because we are talking little trees that require a lot of TLC. Love.
We just love bonsai.
Love them to death. Alright, but today, that's not what this is about.
No.
Tools.
So as you can see in front of us, we have a couple of tools here. We'll start with these little beauties here. So these ones here are the...
I love how Shenae picks those to start with because my little intro sounds like we really have no idea what we're talking about. And then this particular item here, we kind of also have no idea what we're talking about.
I just threw us underneath the bus.
But that's quite alright because everything we sell is beautiful and the highest quality. So we know these are great, even though we don't know exactly what you're doing with them.
No, and they're actually quite heavier than what you think they are.
Yeah, they look light, but they're very heavy. There's a lot of weight to them.
Cut so beautiful, and we know that, and we can tell that everyone is obsessed with these. Is when every time someone who is a bonsai, has their own little bonsai tree, picks them up and uses them, they make funny noises.
Yeah, they are definitely beautiful, and we are told they last pretty much a lifetime. They are so well made. They're one of those purchases you get once and you adore it every time you use it.
Yes.
So specifically designed for bonsai these.
Yep.
Made by a company called Okatsuni, which is in Japan.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which is very, very beautiful to use.
And they call them bonsai shears. So the name in itself, you know, confirms what they're designed to be used on.
We're not lying. No.
That's right. But something we do know a lot about
is these ones here. So these are another pair of Okatsuni shears. So these ones themselves are so beautiful to use. We are obsessed with them a little bit.
We make noises when we use those ones.
Yeah.
They're just, oh my goodness, they're amazing.
They are. So these are for just like pruning little tiny branches. So it just leaves a nice smooth cut, a nice smooth snip as well. So it obviously gives your branch the best chance of healing over, but yeah, they're just incredible to use, and just one little spring that holds them all together.
No, they actually designed these for ikebana, so that Japanese floral art. So they're designed to be used on soft, small branches. But the interesting thing is, I know of a nursery that buys products from us, and they use these in their nursery, and they use them on harder material and larger branches. But they absolutely love them, and I have asked them, look, have you damaged them yet, because they're not designed to be used on the things you're using them on. And they said, yeah, we put a couple of nicks out of them, but we love them so much we don't care. Like, they are just so beautiful to use. And I think that's across the board with a lot of the tools that we sell, is it just makes your job so much more enjoyable having beautiful, sharp, good quality tools. And that's what these are. They just feel amazing to use. I call them like a hairdressing scissors of snips, because they just, the sound they make, it's just like beautiful.
Yeah. So another incredible snip that you can use is the Okatsuni, same brand as the two other snips. We call these the long shears. So these are designed to cut more of your woodier, small stems.
Yeah, so still these aren't secateurs. So this is not what you would use, you know, to cut branches that you would use your secateurs for. But they are, I say to people, they're kind of like your cross between your scissors and secateurs. But they're much, you know, the blades are designed to cut harder material than the the snips that we previously showed you.
Yes, correct. And they have the nice pointy end as well, so you can get right into those little tiny little areas.
And a bonsai, that's important because you're limited with space. Like, you know, you might want to snip that little one out, so you don't have a lot of room to get between those branches.
No.
So the very pointy tips work really well.
Yeah, and these two also feel amazing to use.
Yeah, and there's a lot of snips out there in the Australian market, but the Okatsuni really do a beautiful snip. The spring itself is very hard to get out, so that doesn't accidentally pop out and disappear on you.
Yeah.
And also we're told a lot of the snips will pinch the inside of your skin here on the palm, and these, I haven't really heard of anyone complaining of that happening, so that's a bit of a treat because that hurts. This is a sensitive part of the hand.
And if you're not familiar with the Okatsuni range, they're all a Japanese brand too. So they're high quality still, high quality in production of these. So they just
make a beautiful product. Yeah. So now we're on to swords.
So another fantastic product we're going to mention today is Silky saws. So Silky saws are a Japanese hand saw that we have in our wonderful showroom surrounding us right now.
We just chat about it every now and then.
Yeah, like in every video.
We love them.
But Silky saws, especially the saw that we are holding right now, which is the Pocket Boy Extra Fine Tooth, is brilliant on bonsai. So the extra fine tooth are great for cutting very small, tiny branches because the smaller the teeth, the easier it is to cut those branches. But also it is available in 2 different blade lengths, so great for cutting any size of bondi.
So I have the 13 centimetre.
And I have the 17 centimetre.
So one of the advantages with the 17 over the 13 is because it's a bit longer, it does actually go a little bit narrower here. So some people do prefer that, and they tell us that they like the 17 because you get a little bit of a narrower blade at the tip, which allows them to sort of get into tighter spots in the bonsai. But other than that, it's just, you know, compact. Whether or not for storage you need something a bit smaller or a bit bigger. But blade style wise and tooth wise, they're exactly the same, the 13 and the 17.
Yes, correct. So yeah, so these Pocket Boy is like an alternative to a pair of secateurs.
Yes.
However, it's not going to squish the branch.
Yeah, that's right. So why would you use a hand saw when you could buy a good pair of secateurs, which Okatsuni do a brilliant pair. So why is that?
So when you're using a pair of secateurs, especially on such a pretty delicate branch like this, you don't want to squish those branches together. So using a hand saw,
which is ultimately what secateurs are going to do.
Yeah, so using like a folding saw, Pocket Boy folding saw, over a pair of secateurs, it will give it a nice, smooth, silky cut without damaging that branch. So it'll give the branch the best chance of healing possible.
Yeah, so you're not going to get dieback, you're not going to get damaged cells, which is going to cause an ugly cut, because bonsai is all about perfection, basically trying to create this perfect, beautiful little tree. So you don't want little bits of the branch that are dead, or you can see that they're crushed. And then the other thing is, when you do use secateurs, you are opening the plant up for more chance of infection, because there will be a little bit of splitting or a little bit of crushing that will allow maybe a little bit of bacteria or whatnot to get in there. So the Silky Pocket Boy Extra Fine Tooth will give a super smooth cut even on the smallest branch. But to bear in mind, they are pull saws, so you must use it accordingly by pulling the blade towards yourself when you're cutting, and to not use any pressure, because that's a little bit of a misconception. A lot of people think with the saws you have to push quite hard on the teeth, but you don't. You let gravity be the force, particularly when we're dealing with something beautiful and little, and you will get the most beautiful, amazing cut with those Silky Extra Fine Pocket Boys on your bonsai.
Yes.
So I know from visiting many bonsai clubs and talking to a lot of people that have bonsai that you will sometimes go out and get branches from established trees and do your magic with them to make them look like older, more established bonsai trees.
It's something that I would do, cheat my way through it.
Problem is I don't even know where to begin with it, but I know that you do it and I know that it happens. So to do that you will need a larger saw than the one we've been featuring today, which is the Extra Fine Tooth Pocket Boy. And the one we recommend is this one here.
So this one here is the Gomtaro Large Tooth. So we classify this as the greatest multi-purpose pruning saw because it can cut a variety of different branches.
Yes.
Plus, it's with the 30 centimeter blade. It can cut quite decent size branch, but if not, like a smaller size, the same size as my arm, very, very quickly.
Yeah, so this is the great sort. If you're just not sure, you're not sure what kind of timber you might be cutting, whether it's going to be big or small, you just want a really good general purpose, this is the one to go for.
So the specs on this great multi-purpose saw is it has 8 teeth per 3 centimeters. So it's got quite a decent sized tooth, but not too big. Great multi-purpose. It's also good for, it's got a proper scabbard in it, so you don't have to...
And it holds in, so if you have it attached to your hip, which you can do because it's got the belt loops or the D-clip hole, and if you bend over, it's not going to fall out of that case because they've got this special design on the handle where it's got this bobble here, and that will lock under the roller in the case, and that's what prevents it from falling out, and it can go in either way. So whether you're left or right-handed, doesn't make a difference, it works both ways.
Exactly. So another great saw to add to your collection.
Yes. So these are absolutely beautiful tools, as all the tools are in our showroom here. We only promote the most wonderful, the most well produced, manufactured and designed tools, and these are definitely that. And if you have bonsai, as you could tell from this video, I don't know personally because I tend to kill them before they need too much pruning, but we have many customers who do, and they tell us they love all of these tools. So we know that you will love them as well, and if you're after a high quality pair of snips or shears or saw for your bonsai, you do not want to miss out on getting some of these because they are just fabulous.
Yes, they are. We hope you enjoyed this video today. If you liked it, please subscribe. We love hearing from you, so please leave a comment, or if you have any questions or inquiries or wanting to know more specs, just leave a comment and don't forget to like the video.
Thanks for watching.
Bye.